Alright, hey everybody. It's a new year. Happy New Year. And if it's a new year, we're grafting new stuff like grape. I'll try grafting grape. I've seen it done before. I've seen grafted grapes before. And so I'm going to try it myself. Let's see what happens. I have no expectations, but let's see. I'll try to graft this grape. This is the Venus grape. And I hear it grows really well in this climate. So I'll try to graft it onto a grapevine that's in the ground over there. So check out these buds. Look at that bud. That's about to leaf out. I think we should graft very fast, or else this is gonna be past the date we can graft it, because it'll be too developed. There'll be leaves coming out, so then that'll be too late. So this bud is just about to. It's really plump and it's ready to burst out new leaves, and it has a lot of vigor and energy in it. So we'll try to graft it. And so I'll cut off this branch here, and I'll take. There it is. That's all I need. 2 buds. You see here, here's one and here's the other. And the scion is about 5 inches, which is about 10 to 12 centimeters. And that's all we really need to graft. So let's go. Let's go graft. Come on. We'll graft to this grapevine. It's in the ground. It was planted 2 years ago. There's actually a video of me planting this grape. I'll post it right here on the top part of the video. You guys can check it out if you want. This is the Muscat of Alexandria grape. It's a really good grape. Unfortunately, in this climate, in this area, Southern California, Zone 10B, it just does not produce good grapes. It makes grapes, but the quality is not as good. You need that inland dry heat, that intense heat, to develop for these grapes to properly ripen. So we don't get that kind of heat here. Alexandria, Muscat of Alexandria refers to Alexandria of Egypt, and in Egypt they get that hot sun. That hot heat that this grape needs to ripen up properly. And so what I'll do is I'll top work it to Venus. That variety over there is called Venus. This is a scion of the Venus grape, and I've heard and I've read that it grows a lot better for this climate. So we'll top work this grape to the Venus grape. All right. So first thing I'll do, I'll cut here. I'll cut this back here, because this is where I want to graft. And look, there's a mismatch. This scion, the piece of the Venus grape, is much smaller than the rootstock, which is what we're going to graft to. This is the scion, this is the variety we want, and this is the rootstock, this is the variety we're going to graft onto. And there's a mismatch in size, but that's okay. We're going to make it work by doing a little bit of modification in our type of graft. Now, I've never grafted grapes, so when I'm in doubt, I always do a cleft graft. When in doubt, do a cleft graft. It's the go-to graft. It's the utility graft. It's the tried and true. It's the method that usually works. So we'll do it. We'll do the cleft graft. All right. So I'll cut here, and I'll take off this leaf here. And what I'll do is I'll make a cut with a utility knife, my trusty utility knife. I'll make a cut right down the middle. And I'll go down about 1 inch. And I'll wiggle the knife so I'm in control, so I can make a precise cut. There we go, 1 inch. That was maybe a little bit more. And then I'll take this grafting tape, which I got online. I'll put the link in the description. You guys can check it out where I get it from. I basically get it from eBay. That's where the best place to get it from. I'll stretch this tape, and I'll wrap the whole thing, including the buds. I'll cover the buds, and if the graft takes, this tape is special because the leaf buds will grow right through the tape. They'll break the tape and start growing right through the tape, and that's a special quality of this tape. It's strong enough to lock in moisture and humidity, but it's weak enough to allow itself to be broken and let leaf growth occur. So there we go. I left this part uncovered because I'm going to cut it and insert it into the rootstock. And look, I already did these 2 grafts a few days ago. Same variety, Venus. I want to ensure I get Venus grape growing here, so I did 2 other grafts a few days ago, and we'll see what happens, of course. And now I'll make my cut. Check this out. Is it in focus? Yeah. All right, here we go. Check it out. Here's a cleft graft. 1,
and 2. Uh-oh. 1. There we go. I want to get more surface here, so I'll make another cut. And another cut. So there's the idea. You want a sharp arrow shape. You want an arrow shape. Hope you could see that. You're making a V-shaped cut with a sharp edge. And we don't want these little strands at the end, so we'll get rid of them. Just like that. And that's the finished product right there. And then we'll put it right here into the scion, into the rootstock. Hope you guys can see. So the idea here, I'm trying to find an angle and a place where there's a good contact, where the edges are touching each other. That doesn't work there. So I'll try this side. Basically, I want them to touch. I want that edge to touch this edge. I want the scion's edge to touch the rootstock's edge. I want contact. I want them to be touching like this. You know? Just like that. That seems to be good. When I wrap it with tape, it'll force them two together. Check out this angle. Look, this is wrong. That's not gonna work because there's no cambium contact. When the scion goes right down the middle, you have to bring it to the edge, right to the edge. All right, so I'll push it to the edge, not in the middle. Basically, I'm taking more tape now, and I'm coming to the part where I cut, and I'm stretching the tape, and I'm wrapping. Stretch and wrap is the idea. Just like that. This is in the way. Let me just cut this out of our way. It's bothering us. More tape. I want to do a few layers of tape here. A few layers. Maybe 3, 4, even 5. Because I want firm, snug contact between the rootstock and the scion. So I'm going to put a few layers around the part where I cut. Just like that. And I'm using my hands, my index finger and my thumb to really secure them as I'm wrapping. So I'm holding, wrapping, holding, wrapping. So we're here in January. This is Southern California, Zone 10B. It's been a warm winter, so these grapes are starting to wake up early actually. Usually they would wake up at the end of February, but it's in January and I see buds forming and I see new leaves forming, so I think now is a good time to graft. And there we go. I'll reinforce everything by giving some firm squeezes with my index finger and thumb. And that's it. There it is. The graft is done. I'm not going to cover it with anything because it's not that hot yet. So, and there's no real direct sun hitting this, so I'll leave these uncovered and hopefully we'll see some growth pretty quickly. Hopefully within a few weeks. I'll keep you updated. I'll let you guys know what happens with this graft. And let's see what happens, alright? Alright people, here we are 2 weeks later. Look, the grafts have taken. Yes! And I know they've taken because look, I can see new leaves bursting through the grafting tape. There it is. And that tells me that the scion has fused successfully with the rootstock. Awesome. So look at that growth growing through the grafting tape. Successful graft. Venus is now grafted to this rootstock, and it's going to grow out strong and nice because it has the already established root system down there, so it's going to push new growth really strong and really fast. Here's another graft that took, another one I did off camera. Let's try to get in focus so you guys can see some new leaves coming through. There it is. Look at that,
new leaves bursting through the grafting tape. Good signs, looking good. So these grafts were done in the winter, January. I think with grapes, they're very forgiving. You can do the grafts most of the year, unless you live in a place where it snows. I wouldn't recommend doing that in the winter then. But as long as you see buds growing on grapes, you can take those buds and graft them, and hopefully it works out for you. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and as always, keep on growing. Take care. Bye.